Warning, what you are about to hear will disrupt the norm. We are the voice of the social misfit. We empower the outliers.
Nah, don't run from the discomfort. You need to stay in it. Feel the feels and feel some type of way. Let it hit your core, because that's where our healing and our change begins.
System malfunction. System override. I'm feeling triggered!
Okay, so hey you guys, it's your girl,
It's
Lauren, with Propel Production Center, and
I am Jarrell TG, also known as Jarrell the Griot of the Griosphere Productions.
boom, there it is.
Yes, yes.
And we're doing something way out the norm as far as Propel Bosses, because one, we're live streaming, so that's different on multiple platforms. So hey y'all. But two, we're also doing a Feeling Trigger episode during Propel Bosses. So
Absolutely.
we will be having conversation, I guess piecemealing a little snippets of what we would normally do during Feeling Triggered, but the bulk of our conversation is just going to be church announcements, because Jarrell and I and Artesian have been discussing a lot of really big ideas. Actually, I think all the ideas we have are pretty monumental.
All the ideas,
Really?
and some of them not even ideas no more. It's like now they're really like plans of action. Like it's not even really in the vision stage at this point. I think vision was like 2020.
Vision was 2020. Well, what was 2021?
If I had to call 2021 anything, I would call 2021 foundation, maybe?
Foundation. I was thinking the seedlings, the sprouts.
Like it's just like we getting in a place where, like I was telling you the other day, like how we chose to lay our bricks for this situation is a little bit different. A lot of people like to build the skyscrapers, so they stacking their bricks on top of the other, and you see the visual success or the physical success, the tangible success, because it looks like they bricks is getting built up real high. But we was like, nah, we gonna lay a long, wide foundation, and it may not look like we getting a lot of places, but when we start building on top of that, we gonna have a pyramid and not a skyscraper, and pyramids last for millennia. So
Well, on that note.
Oh, shout out to Rhythm Visions and Miss Renita and Rhythm Visions production associate Lauren Jones for the dope Christmas present, this lens cup. So I got don't worry about what's in my cup. It's in my cup. Don't worry about that. But shout out to y'all for the cup.
Well, my cup is clear, so you can very much see what is in my cup.
I like your transparency.
Thank you. I am about transparency, yes. But here during Propel Bosses, it's a vibe, like an undeniable vibe, because it's a bunch of different grassroots, executive directors, owners, artists, creatives, all coming together to this common place. And we're just having very raw conversations about whatever it is that's going on in our space. And we're also looking for opportunities to network. So in order to have this type of vibe, we do have libations here. So for today, we have a nice selection that Jarrell picked out. A nice selection, nice assortment of vino. So
We out here.
that is what I'm working with. Okay. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. Okay. First, let me start by saying, so Propel Production Center 2021 reached its 5th year of existence.
Shout out to y'all.
I didn't even announce that, didn't even have any type of celebration about that, but reaching a 5-year mark is a big deal.
Any business is a big deal.
So
Let alone in a non-profit space, like.
So that's exciting, and so during those 5 years has been really, really difficult, because as an entrepreneur, just every day is totally different, and you don't have a consistent space to operate or a consistent clientele. Everything just ebbs and flows, and I'm really grateful for the connections that I have, whether it's through my mom, whether it's through Jarrell, whether it's through random people that I experience and I meet on the street if I'm vending or if I'm doing a program, because those opportunities have given me space and opportunity to develop programs and services and ideas and concepts. So up to this point, starting next year, we're about to just throw everything and the kitchen sink at the community.
We out here.
We have so much in store.
So much.
We have so much in store. So I guess in spirit of Feeling Triggered podcast, which is on YouTube, so be sure to check it out.
Go check it out, like today, like.
Right. But don't leave now to do that.
Yeah.
No, don't leave right now.
No, but go look
Watch
at
this
it, like
first.
After this.
like
Right.
today. We ain't gonna be before you long. We ain't gonna be before you long.
Right. So in spirit of Feeling Triggered podcast, the very first thing that we do is we do a check-in. Feel the feels.
Feel 'em.
Where we just kind of ask and provide a space and opportunity to just be open and honest and vulnerable about how are you really doing, what's going on. So, Jarrell, how are you feeling?
One thing I want to say, I'm doing really well because I just put out Feeling Triggered podcast logo on the live stream, so that looks kind of official dopeness right there.
Oh,
you
man.
Like you like that? That's just a little sample. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep
that.
That's what I said.
That thing is
it's
nice.
just sitting there. It's in there. But,
that thing is nice.
In other news, I'm feeling really good, man. Like, it's like so much has happened in the course of, I would say maybe like 3 or 4 months. So while Lauren says she's a vet in this entrepreneurship game now, I'm definitely a rookie. I literally just started my company this year. So as of December 19th will be 8 months completely solo of any job, 9 to 5 type of situation.
Okay.
8 months in the game.
Yes.
I'm doing good.
That's big.
Company just had a film premiere yesterday that both of our companies was a part of, which was super dope. I performed, which was super dope.
Yeah.
It was the finale of a program. So it's like I said in the last couple of Feeling Trigger episodes, it's like every piece of what my vision for the company is, my vision for my personal brand, all of that is seeding. All of that which was seeded is sprouting in some serious fashions, and it's like, if you think about like the lifespan and the life cycle of a plant, once you see that sprout, it only gets bigger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before that sprout comes up, you don't see all the work that's happening, because as we talked about, the roots is coming down. You know what I'm saying? They going down into the ground, so you can't see that they establishing a solid root system, which I feel like 2020 was a huge part of that, because that's when I got connected with Rhythm Visions. We jumped knee deep in the game in terms of making content and stuff like that. So 2020 was really root system, but 2021 was where that sprout came up, and now it's like it's a plant, like it's a legit plant now. Like it's crazy. So I'm just thankful. I'm just in a spirit of gratitude in the moment.
That's nice.
But what about you, boss lady? How you feeling? What's going on with you?
I am. I think I'm in this posture and the spirit of expectancy. I don't fully know the how and all of the small little tweaks and modifications that need to come about in order for this to fully flourish, but I'm definitely in the posture of like, it's coming, it's happening, I'm excited about it, I'm getting ready for it, and I just think that's a powerful place to be, because I'm at a space also where I'm focusing on systems, which is big too, because in the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, I wasn't focused on operational systems and how things are going to operate without me. But I'm definitely focused on creating systems, because I already know and I expect that I'm not going to be able to answer every single phone call, every single email. I'm not going to be at every single program. Like, I'm this thing is about to take off, so I'm in the position of getting ready, and I'm also in the spirit of like, God got me. It's gonna happen. I don't know when, but 2022. Oh, it's already done.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag. It's already done. So that's where I'm at right now. That's how I'm feeling right now. And the conversation that we had yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, listen.
5+ hours on the Zoom call, planning out 2022. But in reality, we also did talk about 2023. So that's really dope. But it was very I don't know, all y'all creatives out there, I know y'all have been in this space of time before where after you are pouring into a certain project, whether it be brainstorming for something, whether it be actually creating, it's like you just get like drained of like all of your creative capital. Like that's what I felt like after that meeting. And I had more stuff to do because, as I said, this was Wednesday when we had this meeting, and Thursday we had the premiere, which I had a lot of stuff to prepare for that. So it was like I couldn't even do nothing. Like after we got over there, I was like, I don't have nothing else for y'all right now. I just had to sit down and just chill and watch some podcasts and just vibe out because I was like, man, I'm empty. But we got a lot done though.
And the plan was maybe 90 minutes tops, just a routine check-in type of meeting, talking about maybe December, January, and it just ballooned. It just spiraled out of nowhere. So that's just kind of confirmation and reaffirmation for me, like, oh, it's already done.
It's lit.
Because I feel like if I had an idea, he also had a similar idea, and together it grew. Then he had an idea, and that reminded me of an idea, and that grew. And we were able to fine-tune a lot of different things. Like this, I don't know if y'all can see this, but you guys get to see since you're on my IG page. All of this little scribble scrabble.
We lit. We got it.
This is... Yeah. Yeah.
It's going down. Like, so what, man? You know what? What we want to talk about first? Were you about to answer a question? To say something? Were you about to answer the question after you asked the question?
No. Yeah, he does this.
I wasn't doing it. I wasn't going to. I promise. I wasn't going to do it.
Okay.
I wasn't going to do it.
Okay. I feel like...
Where you want to start? Do you want to start with the past? I feel like we got to start with the past, the stuff that's already happened, and then transition into with the stuff that's about to happen. I think we should just go over.
What part were you... Okay, you already have it sounds like you already have a...
No, I mean...
roadmap.
Okay, all right.
What's the first topic?
So, and I don't know. Should I be name dropping though? I shouldn't name drop. I should just kind of...
But I low-key feel like we should, because it's just, these are for the folks that are really...
Folks. Okay.
That are really...
So because we love y'all, man, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get raw and authentic with y'all today. That's what that's happening, right? I ain't going to jump in here by myself.
So this is a feeling triggered segment.
This is really going to happen. Okay, cool. All right, so check this out, y'all.
Okay.
First thing we're going to talk about. We in... Lauren, actually, she came to do a financial workshop with Arts for Business, Dialogue for Success, which is the artist workforce development program that we was working with Rhythm Visions. And Lauren came as a guest speaker to talk about financial wellness. And this is the way God likes to make people laugh. While she's sitting here talking about financial wellness, I received payment for the biggest invoice that I have received thus far as a business owner. Personally, even personally myself have never received an invoice that big. And specifically, my company has never received an invoice this big. And I was like, yo. And it literally came in while she was sitting there talking about financial wellness, talking about, knowing your worth and making sure that your skills and that your skills and your professional presentation is valued in terms of financially. So I looked and I'm like, hey.
Disrupted the class.
I do that all the time. Whatever. I was like that in school too. Because most of the time what I feel like I'm saying, maybe it's what I've realized, it's called the main character syndrome. Yeah, I looked that up. That's what it is. Some of us creatives that's like live in our own space, We think it's our world and everybody else just lives in it. And that's not always a bad thing. You got to make sure you control it. But what is the, I guess the positives is you feel like you have the power and the, I won't call it authority. I would just stick at power. You have the power to connect people, like, which is really what we're doing. So
he
in
disrupted the
essence,
class.
you have some main character vibes too. I was digressing. You know, let me do me.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so yes, I disrupted the class, but I also used it as a teaching moment when I did. I said, yo, and mind you, the deal was all on behalf of Propel Bosses. You know what I'm saying? Lauren put your boy in position to get this bag. So, you know, I had to make sure that she was good because that's the homie. And she looking out. So I had to look out. But, yo, Griosphere has a contract with the University of Maryland at this point.
Ooh.
Going into 2022. Already received the first invoice, and it's a 2-part invoice. That's crazy. So that means there's more to that bag coming.
That's fine.
So that's super exciting. Now the backstory to that, because this is Propel Bosses as well, and we like to talk about the real. Well, let's pull the trigger too, and we talk about the real as far as the entrepreneurial journey. That did not happen overnight, and it was not easy peasy lemon squeezy. There are a lot of different steps that had to happen in order for that to come about. And we don't have to talk about all the different steps, but I do want to encourage you guys, if you're listening right now, if you're viewing us, it takes a lot of time to massage and to cultivate those really rich conversations and connections that you need in order to propel you to the next venture and the next opportunity.
Yes.
So for those of you guys that have sent the first email, made the first phone call, had the first meeting, and it didn't produce anything, I want to encourage you guys to send that follow-up, that follow-up email, check back in with them. You're not done. I remember a couple times I would hit him up and say, okay, we're going to send another. Okay, you're going to send another email. Okay, you're going to send another. I will circle back and call so-and-so. Okay, let's set up another meeting. Okay, so those are the types of things that we need to do in order to be successful, especially dealing with like
big entities.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. But, and just, I think we should go through like the process of how that went down. Like, just because. So it started off what, May? Was that May? April?
I was about to say, bruh, they don't need to know all of that.
I'm just saying.
Wait, what time? What time is it? Where's my? Okay.
It's 40. It's 7:40.
Okay, I just kind of need, every once in a while I need to know what time it is, because this one right here, he be rapping, y'all. And
we vibes. It's vibes today,
he
right?
Be rapping now.
Is that not what we here for vibes, right? We here for vibes. Y'all, we here for vibes, right?
He be rapping and I
That's
try to
vibes.
like, you know.
Anyway.
Let
So,
it go on that.
this happened about May. This was like May.
So he about to tell the story, and that's not even the beginning of the story, because it begins with the relationship with Propel and bringing you on with Brew to make that. So he
That's what I said. That was May, right? That wasn't May? That was before May. Okay, excuse me.
Wait. When was Brew? Because I feel like we did it in
The
Charlotte.
end of May was in Brew. Was Brew. Oh, you mean when you started the program?
Yeah. Maybe it was June, though.
I remember we did the live stream at the end of May. That was like the very end of May. I remember because it was like right around my mother's birthday.
Okay, so the very beginning of the story then is working with Joe's Movement Emporium and doing Black on the Block panel. So I got invited to be on Black on the Block, and we were talking about Black entrepreneurship. It was February because it was Valentine's Day.
Yes, because that's when Black on the Block is.
I got invited to be on the panel and speak about mental health and Black entrepreneurship. And our Connect at University of Maryland watched it and randomly reached out to me after seeing it online.
And let me sidebar that. In this same Connect, I had also met, because I was working for Joe's at the time. So I had met him completely separate of this situation. Him not even knowing that this is, we're collaborators.
That we friends.
You know what I mean?
You know.
So crazy how the world works.
He called out the blue. I'm starstruck almost, because I feel like any university entity just has so much weight associated with them. So reached out, saw the event, loved what I did, wanted to have some type of conversation about bringing some mental health and entrepreneurship to the university. So that led to the launch of Brew, one of Propel Productions' programs. So it's boss and business resiliency through emotional wellness. And we provided virtual classes and workshops for participants to participate. So they were able to learn about really the emotional wellness side of being an entrepreneur, because it's not just about, you know, the marketing and the operations and all of that, the products and stuff, but it's also about the well-being of the boss and how you need to price point in order for you to not be burnt out, and talking about all of these things. So
what do you think? You think we should run a commercial? Want to run a commercial real quick?
We can run commercials?
Oh, dog, we out here. Let me
run that Yo, okay, wait, before you run it, let me cue it up. So I knew that I wanted to really have this lasting impression, so I knew that the media had to be on point, and I wanted this really rich commercial that you're about to see thanks to the Grillsphere Productions. But I also brought Jarrell in again at the end for a culminating live stream event. So now for this commercial break. We've got commercial breaks.
But go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna
you
cue it
it.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna cue it up. But yeah, just let me
okay,
cue
so when I was talking, so first of all, I appreciate Jarrell, the relationship that we've had for so long, because I feel like I could just give him like feeling words and buzzwords about how I want things to feel or look, but I don't want to create any type of lanes, because I want him to have the artistic freedom to just do whatever he needs to do to get it done. Mm-hmm. But the feeling is there, and I think that just the energy kind of resonates. So I was telling him, you know, this is for working professionals that are interested in like transitioning out, or maybe the entrepreneur. And I wanted like this vibe, this mature but relaxed, jazzy, really speaking to the person type of thing. And he pulled it off. It looks amazing. It looks incredible. So I'm very excited for this commercial. Is that enough time, or you need me to keep talking about it?
Give me like 31
Okay.
seconds. Give me like 31 seconds. Hey, bro.
Okay.
Just know, guys, we're throwing a whole bunch of just random, this is all like, yeah, we just don't.
And if you want your business to do well, you have to be well, mentally well. Here at Brew, we prioritize emotional wellness as a vital key to success. Forget the hustle. Life-work balance is key to prosper and thrive as an individual and as a company. Building a community of impactful entrepreneurs that put the human capacity over the business. It's time to do things different. Do things your way. You're the boss. The live streamers got to see that.
There we go. We back live. Yeah.
We back?
Yeah, we good.
You're on IG live.
Yeah, you on live.
Not YouTube.
All my YouTube live. So when y'all go back and watch this on YouTube, y'all can see the video that we just played of Brew.
God damn, my brow. These lights, you guys, we're so fancy. We have lights in the.
I'm saying.
Sweat in my face, so you know, got dabbed.
So we went from back on the block with Joe's to the plug hitting you up. I like this.
First of all, emphasis on the plug hitting me up.
You heard me.
When God has stuff for you, best believe there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you need to do for that opportunity to present itself.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
That was not me. That was nothing but God and the powers that be. So I'm just eternally grateful. Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful for Dr. Graham for giving me an opportunity just as a regular clinical social worker to speak with
Hold
the
on, you
platform.
ain't regular though. Like, it's a little bit more to it than a little bit regular. I ain't gonna let you sell yourself short like that.
Okay, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Thank
most
you.
clinical social workers, they'd be working in a school or in some type of government entity, getting clients that is just overloaded with work. And you say, I'm gonna take a different route. I don't think that's regular. Just me personally. I don't know. Y'all can make that decision for yourself, but
Oh, thank you.
I don't let my friends sell themselves
Thank
short.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Not always.
you. Thank you. And I also feel like I don't know how to credit this, whether it's my upbringing, whether it's my character or personality, but I definitely know that there's no way I'm going to be able to be successful without a team and without a community, without a network. Mm-hmm. So every time I get an opportunity, I try my darnest to think of really innovative, unique ways to bring my squad along. So I thought of my squad. And so I was like, dang, how can I invite Jarrell on this project, on this brew project? One, the commercial.
Facts.
And then two, I was like, oh, let's do a live stream. And I don't know anything about the world of digital media, but I knew he was gonna set that fire. And Dr. Graham saw that thing, and I think that he was blown away. He was so impressed. So from there, I was like, okay, I could pass the baton, because I mean, let Jarrell get on, let him get that.
And I'm gonna plug her one more time, because if y'all wanna watch that whole live stream, it is up. It is on in my Linktree bio link. So if y'all wanna go watch that as well, after this is over, go check out some of the stuff we talking about, because this whole idea for this live stream today is to make sure y'all are keeping up with what's happening, because we want to include you. We want y'all to be a part of this. We want anybody that has talent, skill, creativity, vision, a mindset of entrepreneurial success. We want y'all to be a part of the team. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I ain't want to miss the plug of that link in bio.
Thank
but
you.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can I get a?
Oh yeah,
little,
facts.
What's that over there?
This some Roscato right here. It's a little sweet red. It's got a little bit of
Okay, let me.
You
check
might
that.
bang with it. Got a little fizzy to it too, so it's like a.
Oh,
Sorry, that's
thank
good.
you.
Boy.
No, that's good. That's good. Thank you. Okay. What happened then?
So we got the brew joint. We got the brew live stream, and then that's when they like, yo. Then you was like, well, I mean, y'all want to see some podcasting happening in the jump all together. Like,
Yeah, I think we just started talking about media spaces in general and how that's important as entrepreneurs to have that media presence and that knowledge on how to do it.
No, we had the retreat. The director's retreat came after that.
Yeah, but I still had the conversation about let's keep this conversation. You always want to end contracts with the door wide.
What y'all need?
Door
What
left
else do y'all
open.
need? What else y'all need us to do?
It was definitely like, well, we're multifaceted. We have a lot of different things going on. We have a lot of different entrepreneurs. It's not just me. We're an entire squad. So that kind of thing. Yeah, but then there was the director's retreat. And there was the introduction to a totally separate entity, Horton's Kids.
Oh, yeah. That came from that too?
No.
I was about to say. But
there was
also
a layering, yeah.
That was, because that helped us. See how God worked, man? Because that helped us get the curriculum together by which we was going to be using for this new opportunity. So, yeah, that's real life.
Oh, gosh.
So, from Horton's to...
We're still in. I just want to take a moment.
That's the summer,
to
dog.
say,
It's just the summer.
I just want to take a moment to say that we didn't even start talking about what we came on here to talk about yet, because Jarrell has us on this roundabout Robin's. What is it? Robin's Barn? Robin Hood's Barn. We're not even at the present yet. We're not even at our church announcements yet.
We got Mama T in the background. Mama T.
Yeah.
Can you answer me this question?
Yes.
Have you ever read a book from the chapter that's at the end? You never read a book like that. You never took a book and opened up a book and go, I'm going to start chapter 27 and start reading from here. I don't feel like that happens.
Well, if
Can
that's
you-
the
can you
case,
attest
then
to
we
that?
should start with our summer programs back in 2016, 2017.
I guess the only
Well,
way
we
you
started
read
with the
book-
5 years. That was like the prelogue. That was like the, or the prelude, whatever you want to call it. You said 5 years in the game. You started in 2016. I feel like we told the story of how we met and got in collaboration a couple of times on this podcast already. So I didn't feel like that was necessary. But telling them what was going on in 2020, this the last podcast of the year. We might as well wrap it up and let them know what this year looked like for us.
Okay, y'all. And also another reason why I'm giving Jarrell a hard time was because I feel like on Wednesday during our 50-hour meeting, we decided that this podcast was going to be 20 minutes.
I ain't
It's
never
not
said
20
that, guys.
minutes.
I ain't never said
This
that,
is
guys.
about to be about to be
I
a
don't-
3-hour.
I don't even believe in that. I don't
podcast.
even believe you can truly say what you need to say in 20 minutes. We're gonna talk about 20 minutes soon when we get to one of our announcements later on.
You
But
better ever become a preacher.
right now, nah, I can't. Nobody can't put no clock on me. Don't clock me, bro. I'm done talking
He's
when I'm done
absolutely
talking.
right. He's absolutely right.
But
That's
see-
why every once in a while I have to be like, all right,
But also,
Jarrell, let's
that's
go this,
why I
let's go
build
this
my
way.
own platform, so you can't tell me when to stop talking. We've been in this live for almost an hour. We haven't been talking for an hour. We've been talking about for about 30 minutes because we started at like 26. So we talked about it for about 30 minutes. We good.
We not good.
We good, bro. This about to be an episode.
Oh my gosh.
This the last. Hey, I ain't
Just
even gonna get
content.
there. I ain't gonna get there. I skipped ahead. Go ahead. Continue, please.
Where are we?
We got.
Where are we in 2020?
We did Brew. We did Horton's
20.
Kids, and then we started the conversations about the current situation.
We didn't do Horton's Kids enough. Okay, so I cannot remember off the top of my head right now how Horton's Kids came to be, but I will say Horton's Kids was one of the biggest non-grant contract that Propel Production Center received. Up until this point, Propel has been like a subcontractor for a lot of grants during the summer, and that's how I'm able to bring my team on to divide and conquer what's required for that. But this year with Hortons was a huge confidence booster for me as the executive director, because it's like, oh, we can get regular dollars. Like, we don't have to apply for any grants. We can just show up and present who we are and what we're trying to do. And schools and companies and things of that nature will just be like, okay, let's send it over to the accounts department. I'm like, what? So 2020 was one of those years where we first got contracts. So Horton's Kids was the very first one. I was even able to bring my parents in on to support me. So Artesian's Enterprises helped with curriculum development and with staffing and with training and helping manage supplies and all of that stuff. So that was probably the biggest undertaking, because we had a lot of staff this summer.
And then the fact that you were actually running two programs simultaneously for the first time.
Oh, yep. Because the Baltimore one was
Because
going
we had
on
a
too.
shout. We had a shout happening at the same time.
Yep. Which
And of course, she had me working both because she's like a
Somebody
slave
had
driver
to
in
do
some
it.
ways.
somebody had to do it.
Cause she be slave driving sometimes. She's like, this is what has to happen. So how many hours are you willing to put in for this? Cause we need to get this money. We need to
Right.
be touching these lives. So I'm like,
and I'm asking
yes, boss
these
lady,
questions.
whatever you need, boss lady, whatever you need.
And I did not doubt my team's ability to
We
execute
got it done.
higher than
We
expectancy.
got it done.
So
We got it done.
we juggled two
With
programs.
Excellence.
Matter of fact, and then in the summer did the Charlotte program happen?
You did go to Charlotte for a little bit.
So then, yeah, because that was when I was recording the Brew clips. So we had 3 summer programs happening: Horton's Kids, Ace, and Trinity in Charlotte. So I don't remember why we said all that, but that
We're
was
working
that
up.
was an
So
exciting
now-
summer. Oh,
What?
so I just felt like he was about to transition?
No, I was
somewhere?
saying we was working up.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm letting you run the timeline. Go ahead. I'm chilling. We here, man. It's Friday.
Okay,
I
so
got chips and sauce. We good.
like I said in the beginning, Propel, this is year 5 for Propel. It started in 2016 doing my very first program, Beautiful Like Me, at my mama's house. She let me run an entire program. We were dancing, we were cooking, we created this script that kind of talked about being your own kind of beautiful. So that was 2016 when we did that. So the summer months have always been the biggest months for Propel Production Center.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the summer, and we were transitioning into the fall season. And normally whenever there's a fall season going on, I had a contract gig at the time. So if the entrepreneurship company fizzled out, then that was okay because I had money to afford, life and bills and all of that from another source. So this was the first year where I was entrepreneurship 100%, and I didn't have a contract job because I quit in the heat of COVID-19 as an essential worker. Mm-hmm. So when the fall rolled around, it was like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna afford existence in America with no contracts? We have a guest, another in-person guest that is here. So if you guys are watching us online, you guys can't see him, but he's here. So maybe we'll have like an opportunity for our guests to kind of introduce who they are, what their business is about, drop their handles so you guys can all follow them and support them. That's the benefit of showing up in person, because we get to invite you on the social media circuit. So welcome. Please help yourself to wine if you're interested. Get comfortable. You're good? Okay. No worries. And I greeted you, and then I lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was trying to get at.
So we finished out the summer, and then from the summer is when we started negotiations for the director's retreat, which was in like late. That was late, like maybe like August, maybe.
Yeah.
So we did that, and that's where we
and some vendor stuff.
We had the Art Hills Fall Festival in that time. Y'all missed that. If you missed it, you missed out. It was a great event. Plenty more coming, but y'all missed out. All up to the point to whereas, like I said, that was, if you realize Lauren's timeline, it started back in February. So for me to get the opportunity that I ended my year with, it took almost a whole year for that to come to fruition. So that's just a testament, man. Y'all just stay in the fight. Stay in the fight, because at the end of the day, if you in the space that you're supposed to be in, it's gonna come to you. God's gonna give it to you in a way that only He can do and only you can receive. Like, that's what the coolest part about that is. So that was first take. And as I mentioned yesterday, we had the joint venture where both of our companies were a part of a film that's going to be produced, that has been produced by the participants of the Art for Business Dialogue for Success program, sponsored by Rhythm Visions. That was an amazing whole opportunity. I got to actually be a teaching artist in that program.
And that wasn't even your first time being a teaching artist, because both of us have been teachers within the artist realm this year too.
Yep, absolutely. And and when you think about it, it's not without like purpose. Like, it's reasons why we are in these spaces. We're getting the experience, we're getting the tangibles and intangibles that's gonna help us be more successful in our own programs that we're gonna be talking about when we get to them announcements, which we ain't even got to yet. We just letting y'all know what's happened to us this year, man. It's been a long time coming, yo. And it's only been 1 year. Like, it's only been 2021. Like,
Yeah.
this is 1 year that all this stuff is happening. So, I feel like that was all history. That was past. All this stuff is happening.
I know. Oh my God.
All this stuff is happening. We got some things that's happening and that is going to happen in the very near future that we wanted to bring y'all on here specifically so that y'all can get the very first, just little tidbit, little piece of it. Cause we ain't giving it all. I don't think we should give everything.
Well, we were supposed to, but this one right here took us back in that
I'm saying
day. So
announcement and just pull up. That's it. Like, I don't feel like we should be given too much description and explanation. I feel like it should be straight to the point. If y'all want it, come get it. We got it. So I'm gonna let you start. I want to do AC. Let me do AC. You can do slow.
I was also going to do Feeling Triggered.
Feeling triggered first? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so finally, we are at our church announcements. So these are a couple of updates that we want to present with you that we're going to be going into the new year with. And it's going to end with a tour, hopefully still. So first and foremost, our church announcements. So Jarrell and I have been collaborating on the Feeling Triggered podcast. And it's been exciting. We've gotten so much done and we've grown so much with our platform and what we've been doing. So we've decided that instead of promoting it on YouTube, we are going to promote it elsewhere. So this is actually our final Feeling Triggered podcast that will be on YouTube. We're not stopping.
In full. Y'all can get a little piece, but not enough. Just enough to, get the appetite going. But y'all gonna have to come holler at us in some other places.
So we will reveal where we will be housed in a moment. But traditionally, we're normally on YouTube. That's not gonna be the case moving forward. The teasers, the promo will be there and available. But if you're going to want to follow us, after we post, we'll put the link in the bio to click where you need to go in order to figure out where we're going to be as far as Feeling Triggered podcast is concerned. Okay? So probably the January episode will be in the new location. Okay?
Facts.
Second, well, mine should probably be less because it's going to lead into
You want me to go?
Yeah.
You want that? Okay. So, friends, she said that you're going to be coming to a new place to experience Feeling Triggered the way that you have. As Lauren talked about and continues to always chastise me for, I make sure you get the full nitty, like the whole thing. I don't like to nitpick through, like it's all there together, right?
Oh, my Lord.
So, you'll get a little piece of Feeling Triggered on YouTube still. She's kind of pushing back against that. I'm still want to give y'all a little bit. However, if you a true fan, you love what we do here at Feeling Triggered, and you want to continue to get these extended episodes where we diving deep into the mental wellness of entrepreneurship, you got to come holler at us at our new Patreon page, which is entitled Artful Conductor. Now, Lauren, could you let the folks know a little bit about your vision for Artful Conductor?
Okay, so with Artful Conductor, it really came about because Propel Bosses is essentially the beginning of a network. And through this network, we're going to achieve cooperative economics and financial wealth and freedom with our bosses. But the more I talk about cooperative economics and the more we talk about Black-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, it really gave me Underground Railroad vibes. Like us collaboratively, we're not boasting about it, we're not proclaiming all the things that we're doing, but as a unit, we're definitely figuring out and solving a lot of problems within our different small businesses, and we're beginning to build a community. And like the Underground Railroad, we're going to take you to freedom. So from start to finish, just follow us. So from conversations like that, it kind of made us think of being a conductor of an Underground Railroad. And I like artful conductor, because artful is, of course, a lot of us that are within the space of artistic expression and creativity, but artful also has a secondary meaning that talks about being really skillful and really, I guess, shrewd, but maybe not even that, but just speaks to the highly intelligent individual that is conducting. So we want to invite you guys on this journey as Propel Bosses to join us, because we're moving to freedom. We are moving towards cooperative economics. We're moving towards financial wellness. We're moving towards eradicating generational stigmas or traumas. So hence the birth of Artful Conductors.
Artful Conductor. And as y'all can see down in the left-hand corner, you see that we got that new logo up there. So that's where it's at, man.
Let me see this logo.
Uh-oh. There you go, boom.
Oh.
Right down there in the other corner. Got Griosphere. I'm about to put Propel's logo up there as well.
Oh, okay.
Just so that they got everything that's happening right now. Like,
so not only is Artful Conductor going to house Feeling Triggered podcast, but it's an opportunity to grow an insane amount and incorporate you also within the network. And I think Jarrell is going to talk a little bit about what that is going to look like. But when we launch, you'll get the full run of everything and what it takes to join us.
absolutely. So with Artful Conductor as our Artful Conductor Patreon, Artful Conductor Television, we are going to, as she said, that's where the extended episodes of Feeling Triggered podcast is going to be housed. But we got a whole bunch of new content coming in. We got so much happening. Specifically, can we get into the next announcement or no? Because it kind of couples together.
Talking about?
Well, I was talking about February.
Oh, yeah.
So a part of our launch of Patreon, as I said, with the extended episodes of Feeling Triggered podcast, but you're also going to get some unscripted and some scripted content on that Patreon. February, we got something coming for y'all entitled For the Love of the People. So as y'all know, February is Love Month, Valentine's Day, all that, but it's also Black History Month. So we are collaborating with a bunch when I tell y'all, we got mad people that will be collaborating with on this project with. But we have an event and content series for the month of February called For the Love of the People. So on our Artful Conductor Patreon, you're going to be getting some scripted content about love and about Black love specifically. You're going to be getting a couple of podcasts. You're going to get the whole series, though. It's not just going to be one episode. The month of February is going to be loaded with content. But we also going to have some really dope events that are going to be coupled with that. And I'm going to let Lauren tell y'all about exactly where these events are going to be held.
Okay, so we're going to conclude the video by giving everyone here, but also you guys, a tour of this space. The space is not going to look like what it looks like now, but theoretically I'll walk you guys through it. So you're going to need to put on your imagination caps to kind of see what I am going to be showing you guys. However, nevertheless, Propel Production Center has always been a mental health nonprofit organization. We are all about wellness, emotional wellness, and things of that nature. So we are excited to be opening a wellness center. And we are going, within that wellness center, we are going to have classroom space. We are going to have event space. We're going to have cafe space. And we're also going to have an opportunity for mental health, education, therapy, support, and group work. So that's at the crux of everything that we are and do. So it's going to be the Sloth Wellness Lounge and Apothecary. So if you are a Propel boss, if you are an entrepreneur or a creative, and you have a product that you would like to sell to the community, we are looking to support you by providing shelf space for you within our consignment shop. And if you are an entrepreneur and an artist, and you might not have a product, but you have a service, you can come and teach classes here with the community. We really want to provide that hub, especially for young adults who, high school, college age and beyond, we're millennials, so us too, that just kind of need a space to go. So we might not want to work from home today as an entrepreneur. A lot of the times we do, but you might not want to work from home. You might not want to work at Starbucks. You might want to work among like-minded people. You might want to have conversations about, oh, I really want to pull off this event, but I don't have this or I don't have that. So the Wellness Center will be a place for you guys to congregate and converse about your vision, your dreams, and Propel Production Center and Grill Sphere and Artesian Enterprises want to support you. As a matter of fact, Artesian Enterprises is who granted the venue space for us. So that just speaks to Propel Bosses. You're just sitting around the fire, you're just talking, you're just collaborating. Today's a little bit different because it was raining earlier and we're not at the fire, but normally we would be at the fire. But we're just sitting and talking about things that we want and things that we need. And we're fellowshipping and people are like, oh, you need help with that? Okay, I do that. And what, we could do this. So by talking about it consistently and really speaking that and declaring that, just opportunities happen. So you guys are going to get a tour. Well, at least you guys are going to get a tour because you're mobile. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out.
We going to put it together.
Okay, so we're going to go on the tour.
Y'all going to have to either go over to Propel Productions page when we go on this tour, or do as I said in my comment, click the link in my bio and come on to the live stream so y'all can see the tour too. Because I'm going to switch this to that.
Okay, so those are the main categories of our church announcements, but I do want to invite our participants that are here to have that space to talk about who they are and their business idea or venture or aspirations and things of that nature, because that's traditionally what we do during Propel Bosses. This live stream is very much different, but we wanted to spread all of the church announcements to everybody that's listening and following. But we don't normally have this set up. Normally it's just us talking to people that are in our face. So the folks that are here, we want to invite them to come and to, how's that going to work? Switch seats with me?
No, I'm like I said, I'm going to switch this camera real quick.
Oh, okay.
2 seconds.
So you guys are going to meet two dope individuals. One of them I don't know yet, so I'm excited to hear about him and his vision. Y'all, he's dressed very nice too. You guys are gonna get to see it. I'm over here. We're in our chill lounge wear. So, but he's gonna elevate the viewership of this with his dapper gear. So yes. So if you guys are over here, I guess I'll take this. Yeah, I'll take this with me. You said you're gonna walk over there?
Yeah, I'm about to just I'm about to make this the feed camera real quick.
Okay.
Flip it over. There we go. And then we can
Fancy tech work.
There we go. Boom. Now we are live.
Are you gonna? Oh yeah, you gonna
change. Check. 1, 2. Yep.
That's true.
Don't forget to take your mic off.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Don't even talk about that.
Jarrell's gonna do a quick interview. Oh Lord.
So as y'all can see, we're moving right now. This is a first, so bear with us. But first, I guess we'll come to our guest first. How you doing, sir?
How you guys doing today?
All right. So introduce yourself. Tell us what your business is, what industry or space that you work in.
Sure. Well, hello everyone. My name is Gilroy Brutus. I'm actually from Connecticut, but I was out here to meet different people and came across this event while I was looking online, and I happened to have an accelerator program that I run alongside my good friend Kelly, and we were based in Stanford, but we really operate within the tri-state area, and as well as expanding to be a national program. So what we do is we work with early stage startup businesses, and we help scale their businesses getting past the 18 months mark, which is usually what it takes for an average business to go out of business, really. Mm-hmm. So specifically working with minorities, minority entrepreneurs, and the goal is to really help push that further along, especially where we come from in our communities. And personally, outside of that, I'm also a personal development coach, an entrepreneur myself. Very early stage in the business. I actually just registered the business, but I've been doing this for quite a while within entrepreneurship space, and really giving back to others has been one of the biggest things for me, because I just know what it's like not having much. And so I just really wanted to come out today and meet the very folks that have been putting this together, and I'm happy that I came. So thank you for giving me this platform and getting to meet everybody in this audience here.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming. Welcome to Propel Bosses. Tell them where they can find you. They can look you up. Where could they get in touch with you?
So me personally, you can find me on IG, Guillory, GUELORY _ and my personal business name is Build Your Own Narrative. Basically, how it sounds, BULILDYOR on narrative. So
yeah.
you guys get it.
You got
it. But also stay connected with us with Meebo Society. As I mentioned earlier, we are the early stage startup program. So it's Meebo Society. You can find it at www.meebosociety.com. MEEBOSOCIETY.com. So Thank you.
So next up we have none other than Mama T.
Hello.
Miss Teresa Waters of Artesian Enterprises.
Yes.
So let's just give them, they should know by now. If they're a part of the Philip Trigger family, they should know by now who Mama T is. But for those who don't know, give us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Teresa Waters, and the president of Artesian Enterprises. And Artesian Enterprises is a collective. Well, it's not a collective, but it's a group or an organization that brings other organizations together. Right now, I'm super excited about Griosphere and Propel Productions and about them landing here. And I was just telling my new friend, and incidentally, I am not doing a spelling contest, so that is not going to happen. But yeah, so I'm just really excited about where we're going, where we're headed. Too bad you guys can't see the outdoor space, but if you were here for the fall festival, you see all that outdoor space. We do venues, so if you need a venue like a birthday party, a family reunion, or just a 4-hour get together or whatever, look us up. And then also, I definitely, can I have my book?
Absolutely.
Not like I thought he was trying to take.
Yes, book.
Okay.
Yes, book.
Yes, so I am an author. I do spoken word, but I haven't performed. But nonetheless, spoken word, you can get this. I'm working on my audiobook, and I do woodworking and just all kinds of artsy kinds of things. But yeah, so that's what it is. Artesian. We're on Instagram, so just Artesian, spell it yourself, Enterprises, and we're there. And just excited to be a part of Propel Bosses.
Absolutely. Well, thank you both for being here. Thank you for being a part of Propel Productions. And of course, we already know that there's going to be some type of collaboration that's going to be happening in the near future.
Yeah. And if, you know what?
I'm going to get you back over here.
Oh,
go
okay.
Go ahead. You good.
You know what, Propel Bosses, we normally are all together by the fire, but you're not physically here, which is unfortunate because we're going to post this everywhere. So for the Propel Bosses that were here, they're always going to have their conversation and what they said to announce themselves recorded and posted on the Griosphere YouTube, Propel Production Center YouTube. Probably going to post this on Facebook too. And then we have our lives as well recording. So this is just that free content that wait, don't come back to that. We should go on a tour.
No, yeah, that's all.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just looking to make sure.
So next time, I hope you are here physically in the space, but if not, you guys can leave your comments below so folks that are watching can scroll down and see all of, who you are and who you represent and all that stuff. But we're about to tour the Future Wellness Center of Propel Production Center, so let's go. Let's get going, and then that'll be the start it right here. So this is the this is the entrance of the Wellness Center. So folks will park out front and will come.
You want them to see the out front?
We could end out front.
All right.
Okay. So we're walking. Okay, so this is the landing of the Wellness Center. This will be the foyer essentially. And again, this is where we're gonna have to use our imaginations.
It's currently an Airbnb.
So currently this space is an Airbnb, but this space right here will be turned into the mental health office. So we'll be doing intake assessments and small group therapeutic work will be in here. Okay? Believe it or not, it's a really big bedroom space. Okay, so in another huge bedroom space, this will be converted to the classroom. So there's something about the expressive arts, emotional wellness, or entrepreneurship. Classes will be in here. We'll probably have rotating instructors, so if you're interested in teaching any of those things, message us. And also the bathroom. So the classroom has a fully decked out bathroom space, so it's self-contained.
I know. Yeah.
Yes, come.
This room is huge. It's probably about, 16 by 20. So the room is really big.
And Artesian Enterprises, this is their indoor busy space. So if you're interested, especially once we transform it, it'll be available for rent. So in here will be our lounge space. So folks will be able to come in, there'll be lounge furniture, maybe some couches or some chairs. And then in the corner, there'll also be a stage. So people will be able to perform and really showcase their talents to the world. So some poetry, some music from Grayosphere. Also, there'll be one of these walls will also be used as a changing background. So if you're interested in content creation, as we all are as entrepreneurs, and you need your batch content for the month, be able to come in here, snap some photos, do some recording. Our podcast stuff will be here, probably in the closet. So this is our little space.
And it's definitely the large TV for the game.
Oh, yes, and there'll be a large area too. And then last but certainly not least, another bathroom. So this is going to be the cafe. So you can come in here, there'll be like a grab and go area so folks can grab snacks. We definitely want to provide some healthy but tasty snacks for our youth that will come to the program. We also want to provide like a culinary arts type of instruction here as well, so people will be able to learn how to make certain things. But then for the entrepreneur that's renting space and they want to be here all day, then this will serve as a place for them to eat and relax and such. So we're very excited. We hope to open doors for our open house January 28th.
Yes.
So put that on your calendar. We expect you to be here. Hopefully we'll have some live performances.
Yes.
I mean, you already know I'm down.
So we already have two poet, author, rapper here. So we'll have that going on. And yeah, we just really want to provide a hub for wellness, a hub for the arts, a hub for entrepreneurship within District 8, because there's not much here for us to do. And I grew up here in District 8, and as a high school student, as a college student, there wasn't really any fun places to go. There's not really a hangout spot for us. But shoot, even now as a millennial, there's not like any low-key like spot where I would want to vibe and spend my day working on my business venture. I normally just work from home, so this is gonna be
fire. It's gonna be fire. So I'm really excited about it because just imagine you work from home, but you're kind of tired of that environment. So you want to come here and work with other people, but not a whole bunch of people. So you're here, or you're in the lounge, or you sit in the classroom, or whatever. And then as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, then you start to bring your own clientele, because we'll also have courses and things like that, whether it's working with crystals and stones and learning about those, or relaxation or yoga or whatever. So you bring your clientele in here, and we'll have some sliding scale tier memberships to tell you what it is that you can do. And and once you're a part of that membership piece, whatever package you purchase, you come in there. The front door is key coded, so you just come in and you do your thing, whatever it is that you do. Whether you're going to be talking about how to help businesses get started. So we have a classroom for you to do that. You don't have to worry about trying to find a library. I don't even know if libraries are open anymore. But trying to find a place for your clients. Georges County. This will be the lounge, the Sloth Lounge that Propel Production is going to launch, and I'm so excited about this opportunity. Y'all better connect. Get your memberships, because there's not but, you saw the space. It's not like we got a huge auditorium. It's going to be first come, first serve. Definitely get in here and be a part of what's going on.
boom. Well, she said that.
Well,
and then you guys didn't get to see the outdoor space today, but if you've seen any of our Propel Bosses promo or videos from other Propel Bosses posting on their page, it's acreage upon acreage of space. So conferences, classes, yoga on the lawn, dance, parties, like all white party, fire pit. Avi, Propel Bosses uses the fire pit every time we can. So hopefully you guys are participating with Propel Production Center's Wellness Center. Information is going to be coming out pretty soon, because our first event is January 28th for open house. So you guys got to see the before. It's going to get turned around come now in January. So February, when we open our doors, you're going to be blown away. Yes. And you're going to be impacted. Our community is going to heal. We're going to be talking about our thoughts and our feelings and our managing our behaviors and choices. We're going to be linking with dope Black professionals and entrepreneurs and artists.
Yes.
I'm just very excited, because thankfully COVID happened, so now we're at least having conversations about mental health and emotional wellness. It's not as negatively stigmatized as it used to be, but now we just need a space to gather and to heal and to support one another. So that's what this is going to be. So that concludes our tour, and probably should conclude our video. So we're about to transition into mixing and mingling with the folks that are here and talk about ideas and plans, get things on the books. So peace out, y'all.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Deuces.
I'm gonna walk y'all out.
Oh yeah.
Y'all be blessed.
So don't worry about where you're
Y'all
going
be
to park.
blessed.
Right out that front door, and they can see exactly where they're going to park when they get here with their clientele. Open that front door right there, Jarrell, if we want to get a shot of the parking.
All right, we're gonna give y'all a little quick shot of front right here. So as you can see, we are located literally on the back fence of Crossland High School. It's not a lot of light out here, but it's just enough for y'all to see. If y'all can see them lights back there, it's a fence, and we got all of that space. It's some space back that way. Crossland that's Littleton Road that way. Crossland is the lights that you see behind you. So we got a lot of space. You pull up here and you come through, and things is just gonna be popping.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna go ahead and log y'all out. We're gonna walk back through. See, this is the other side. This is the personal side, so y'all won't be feeling this part, man. But we appreciate y'all for logging in. We are going to go ahead and end here. But man, great times, great stuff. y'all just know, man, we got a lot happening. We got a lot happening. It's been a great year thus far, and it's only getting better. It's only getting better. And as we round out 2021, walking into 2022, make sure y'all understand that y'all need to be involved in what we got going on. I don't care what it is that you do, whether you're doing music, whether you're doing videos, content, photography, graphics, wellness, self-care, whatever it is that you do, whatever business that you are trying to, whether it's a budding business or established business, doesn't matter. We got opportunities, networks, connections, all that stuff. So, y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see y'all in 2022. Be easy, y'all.
And just helping entrepreneurs get started.
Yeah.
Step out from the